Okay, here we are. We are playing The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is the greatest game of all time. I'm not even going to qualify it with might be or could be. It is the greatest game of all time. This game defined not only its adventure genre, but it defined like what a video game experience could and should be for to this day. It wasn't until Breath of the Wild came out that this formula for Zelda games was changed, you know? So this game kind of man, it set a 20-year standard, you know, and it's incredible. So really quickly, before I get into the game, I want to talk about what we're looking at right here. What is this? This is not an N64, right? This is something else. So I've got a finger pointing that way. Sorry, I'm mirrored. I've got an image of it on the side over here, but what I'm playing is Ocarina of Time, but it is a special edition that came out on the GameCube. I have the box right here. Sorry if it's glary. It's a promotional disc. Classic games, 4 of them included on this thing, as well as some little bonuses. It's got Majora's Mask, some fun little Zelda videos. Wind Waker special movie, 20-minute demo of Wind Waker, the original Zelda, and of course Zelda 2, and of course the game we're playing, Ocarina of Time. Now, I'm playing on my GameCube, so some of the buttons are going to be like slightly different positions, right? Because an N64 controller, it's got similar shape. Like the C button isn't down here; it's up here on an N64. But it works fine. I've played this game probably more times on this GameCube version than I have on the N64 version. So, it's for me, this is like the definition of how this game is played since I've done it for so many years. But anyways, again, it's more sacrilege, you know, depending on who you ask, depending on whether or not I'm playing the original game or not. But it does have some graphical issues. Off the top of my head, I could not tell you what they are, like, specifically in the game. But I looked it up beforehand because I wanted to make sure I was fully transparent about what you're about to see, because this could be a little different than the original, right? Of course. But there are just minor graphical issues, minor sound issues, but mostly in Majora's Mask. Not in Ocarina of Time. There are some graphical issues in Ocarina of Time, but a lot of the frame rate stuff starts to get really chuggy on the Majora's Mask version because there was like this additional processor that you could put in your N64, and I guess the GameCube doesn't emulate that well enough. So that game kind of chugs a little bit, but Ocarina of Time apparently does okay. So another thing I want to mention before we get into the game is this. I'm recording and using my GameCube with this cool guy. It's a GCHD. This is just the box it came in, but it's the most adorable box on the planet. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. It's shaped like a GameCube, of course, and what it is it plugs into the back of a GameCube and turns the AV signal connection out as an HDMI connection. Now, this doesn't mean that it upscales. It's not an upscaler, but it does output the highest native resolution on a modern TV. So I'm not getting like 1080p or something like that, but I am getting the native GameCube resolution on this screen. Okay, so it's really cool. It works. I mean, I literally just plugged it in and started working. There's no like modding required or no like craziness to be done with the GameCube itself. I'm pretty happy with this. It is a little pricey, $150, but I want to play all these games on. And I understand the irony in saying this, but I want to play these games on like the original hardware if I can. I'm not playing Ocarina of Time on its original hardware, but this is original-ish. Hey man, that's what I got. Especially since my N64 is currently being modded to output HDMI as well. And that won't be for a while. I mentioned it before in my Super Mario video, but that will not be for a while. So, let's play this game. Here we go. See the controls. Pretty much all the same idea. Yeah, I mean, it's when you really look at an N64 controller versus a GameCube controller, it's shaped differently, but all the buttons are the same, you know? So here we go. Oh, do I want to use the rumble feature? Yeah, I do. What kind of psycho doesn't use a rumble feature? I remember it was like a very, very crazy moment to discover that the controller itself would rumble when the GameCube came out, because the N64 had a rumble pack that you'd have to attach. Here's our title screen. You gotta sit in awe of this one. This is a... I mean, jeez. The soundtrack to this game is so good. It's one of the reasons why this is the best game of all time. Like, my god. Also, fun fact, that whistle, whether it's an ocarina or what a flute or whatever kind of instrument you want to call it, the da-na-na-na-na-na is the same flute noise from Super Mario Bros. 3, which is really wild, right? Because it's like, this is like a defined theme for this game, and it's like that little note, you know, section came from a Mario Brothers game. It's bizarre, but I mean it's still beautiful, you know. All right, so we're gonna get started. Here we go. Excuse me. Looks like I already have 2 files here. Link got all of them. Ooh, I started one with my own name, and it looks like I didn't do anything with it. Well, we're gonna erase that and start from scratch. Oh. That's definitely not on the N64 version, of course, because, you know. So a big question is, do I play this with my name, or do I do it with Link? I've always done Link my first playthrough, and I always do my name the second playthrough. So this is obviously not my first or second playthrough. This is my upteenth playthrough. So I don't even know what to do. So we're just going to do... I wonder if I can fit it. It looks like it's 8 characters. It might be Dill Game. Dill Gams. Let's see. What's better? Dill Gams or Dill Games? Dill Game. There we go. I always like putting Link first because when I play through it the first time, I want it to be like the canonical, you know, name. So, because it's really jarring when it's like, Dill Game! Dill Game! Like, Navi will come out and talk to you, and it'll be like, it'll just take you out of it. It's like in Pokemon if you name your character like some butt face or something like that, you know. So this game starts extremely dark. Like, kind of sets the stage for the world that Hyrule is. And there's one boy who does not have a fairy. I wonder who that could be. Yeah, and like, there's like minor voice acting, right? Because it's just Link's grunts and usually Ganondorf making like a noise. But man, I mean, there's rain, there's like mysterious people on horses. The best Zelda games set this this tone, this kind of like fantasy. I don't even know. Like it's just like a spooky tone, right? Like consider Wind Waker. Wind Waker has that like really cool story with the like the pictures, you know, like the medieval looking pictures. Navi the fairy. Majora's Mask starts bizarrely like. I don't even know what to call it. It's anyone who's played that game knows how dark that game is, and it nails the tone immediately. And this music, it's just foreboding, you know? Alright, call to adventure. The boy's about to begin his journey. There goes Navi. Alright, I'm going to defend Navi really quickly. Navi is the cliche annoying sidekick. She's not that annoying. She only says hey when she's trying to remind you something or she's trying to help you out, man. Now, Fi from Skyward Sword. I mean, it's not even her fault, man. It's Nintendo deciding to make it so they update your batteries, you know? Like, oh, your batteries are low. This cute, like, addition of the bounce on the fence. They didn't have to do that, you know? Like, there's so much character. Ugh. God, this music is so good. Incredible. Like, Koji Kondo again, man. Hello, Dill game. See, that's what I'm talking about. It kind of pulls you out, right? I always do Link the first time. Dill game, get up. Link is reluctant. Lazy boy. That's how my wife talks to me every single day. She doesn't actually, but it's fun to play up the wife-husband jokes, right? The old ball and chain, am I right? Navi the fairy. The best. My text message tone has been Navi's hey, hello for forever. So, I mentioned that I got this game, obviously, on N64, but I'm not playing it on N64 right now, of course. Here we go. This is a very, like, Final Fantasy VII-esque way of doing the graphics, which is that flat image, right? And then they kind of position the camera at an angle. This game does not do it often. I think it only does it in certain houses and Hyrule Castle Town. I'm trying to think if there's anywhere else that does that. I think that might be it. It's weird that it's so limited, right? There she is. Saria. Yahoo! I wish I could start every day of my life like that. I probably should. Yahoo! Fun little drawing. So much character. Like, these drawings, you know, Link, like, obviously, like, fighting some sort of Dodongo dinosaur monster. What does this sign say? Dill Games house. That's right. All video games, you have to have a sign of, you know, whose house it is. It's like Pokemon, right? 98, man. They did that. Well, I guess that Pokemon came out in Japan earlier, but... Wow, a fairy. I'm so happy for you. Great Deku tree. Deku or Deku? That's a hot debate. Deku scrub? Great Deku tree? I've always said Deku. But it's a similar issue like I was saying with Lakitu in the other game. Excuse me, in the Super Mario Brothers game. Because it's like, no one told you how to say this, right? Like, there was no, like, nobody saying Deku Deku. Pulling some shrubs. Mido, he's blocking the way up there. That's right, we're gonna have to grab the sword and the shield before we can get in there. Ooh, me and Sari are close friends. Cutting grass. So, this game does a great job of setting up the tutorial section, right? This is the first section you see. Mido will not let me pass unless I get the sword and shield. So, anyways, tutorial section. To teach your game, or your player how to play your game, rather, sorry. You have to give them a section they can mess around with that won't be extremely dangerous, right? Because they need to understand how to play your game safely. Then you add challenges, right? And the Kokiri Forest right here is a great tutorial section. The music is joyous. The music is joyful. It's like you're on this little whimsical adventure, right? Alright, gotta go get it. Let's go get that sword and that shield. Now, you can buy the shield from the store right there on the right. But let's go get the sword first. I love this guy humping the rock. He's great. There's a video of me from like 2007 recorded on a flip phone calling that guy Humpatron. And I think that's a funny name. Humpatron. He's struggling, but Link, Strongman Link, picks it up in 1 second. Alright, so the camera controls in this game. If you use the C stick, look, you would think the right stick would change direction of stuff. Nintendo was being experimental with the kind of way they wanted to control 3D video games, you know? In this game, you have to press L target, you know, the L button. And if you hold it, you can strafe, like you're always looking forward. But it'll refocus you the direction you're facing otherwise, if you just press it. Alright, so let's get this sword. Gotta crawl through the hole. Ooh, how do I get it? Oh yeah, enter. Enter. Thank God we're not looking behind Link right now, wearing his little tunic. Excuse me. Now, this is the first real danger. I will admit, I just explained it's a good thing to teach your player how to play your game without giving them too much danger, but this is a very perilous area. Oh, there's a rupee. Better grab that so I can buy the shield. There's like giant boulders. Like, this is like a little dangerous for the first time you've ever seen this stuff. Link is not strong enough to pull grass. The giant boulder just going around in a circle forever. I gotta read the sign though. Alright. Man, that such a like classic jingle, you know. This game is the master of not only music but sound effects as well. The sound effects and like the small jingles are just so ingrained in folks' memory, you know, like da 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 da. And it's obviously that did not come from this game, but that jingle, the da 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 da, makes it so much more dramatic, right? And it's just it nails it. Alright, we got our sword. Now, I don't have it equipped, so obviously to equip your sword, you have to go to the pause menu. And there's a lot of things on this menu. Like, this, like, 3D block thing is, like... You gotta put yourself in the perspective of 1998, like, video gamer, right? Like, this was a very elaborate menu for back then. Press A to equip. I've got my sword. Woohoo! What do you want to say, dude? Whoa, I forgot if you press B, you skip text. Okay. So, the danger of this is that, if you press B, you'll skip everything. He's just going to teach me how to swing my sword. I already know how to do that. So, anyways, B to swing my sword. Cutting grass. Gotta get the rupees. I forget how many rupees the, shield is. And I know I'm pretty sure there's a way to get the shield without buying it, but I honestly am blanking, so... We're going to explore, so I can talk about this tutorial section more. You know, there's houses you can enter. I mean, oh my gosh, this game's like... Just freedom it gives you just so early is so, like, good. You know, it's like Mario 64, right? In Mario 64, you start outside of the castle. And you can kind of go wherever. What's up, girl? I like your pigtails. Hee hee hee. I'm a real man, that's right. Yeah, she's going to teach me about looking forward with my C-stick. You can do this in Super Mario 64 too. You can hit up on the C button and it'll take you up into the you know, forward-facing view. Although I think Mario's in the way when you do it, which is a little weird. I should probably find out how much that shield is before... Oh, there's a blue rupee right here, if I do it right. Yay! I wonder if there's another one right there. Like, so much, like, random stuff to find, you know? Like, they give your player, the player, like... Oh, hold on, we gotta learn L targeting, even though I already taught you guys. It's okay. Hold L, press A. And I like that they tie it in with Navi being, like, the point of interest, you know? Like, you'll know what you'll L target because Navi is next to it, you know? It's a great visual indicator to kind of teach you how to control this game, you know? Yeah, I know. Okay. Love this guy, like, ducking behind the size of the shop. Alright, 40 rupees, so I'm almost there. Now, it begs the question, why is this shop this tall if no one in Kokiri Forest is that tall, right? Like, they just use the generic 3D, you know, models for the shop, but it's just funny that, like, these little guys would have this whole thing, and they wouldn't build a shop to suit their size, right? Alright, where else can I find rupees in this? I know there's some in the bushes. We can go check out the Lost Woods area real quick, see if there's any rupees to be had. Now, you can climb these walls. Oh, there's 5 rupees. And I have enough. So, I won't even mess with the Lost Woods yet, because I don't have to go in there yet. Anyways, they put those little, like, that viney texture on the wall. I don't think it's the greatest visual indicator that you can climb it, but, that's the point, is that this level is safe, and you want to just, like, walk up to stuff and do it, right? We sell shields, but not swords. Good thing I already got one. Alright, let's get that Deku shield. Alright, the equipment subscreen. it's a safe world to explore, and I mean, back then you would just like walk around. You know, I was 7 when this came out. You know, walk around. You could barely read at that point, so this was a challenge. Anyways, let's get that shield equipped so Mito can get off our butt. Hooray! Oops. No, it's okay. Alright. What's up, Mito? You want to see the Great Deku Tree? Yeah, I already got it, bro. Eh? Kokiri Sword. Good grief. Thank you, Charlie Brown. A wimp is still a wimp. Man, Mito's mean. He comes around. I don't want to spoil anything, but he does come around. Oh, this poor guy. He wants... he just does not have the swag that Link has, you know? He can't get the girls to like him like Saria does. The only green-haired chick in the world. Whoa! Forgot about these. So another example of, like, not super dangerous enemies. These Deku Scrubs... Or I guess I should find out exactly what they are, right? So, L target an enemy, and then you press up, and Navi will tell you what it is. Deku Baba, these, they don't come and bite you. They do spin around a little bit, but, I know, it's like teaching you, like, extreme basics of you know, combat, right? You may not even remember that you could do L targeting like that, right? But if you just swing your sword, it cuts horizontally, right? It's only if you L target and press B that you do the vertical slice. So, I don't know. It's just like it's just a good way to kind of teach the player to be safe by giving them an enemy that's up and down and not moving horizontally or anything like that. So you can just chop at him, you know. All right, our first major info dump of story. Love his mustache. Thou hast returned. I will say, I think the Deku Tree's, like, you know, thy and thou kind of, like, fantasy storytelling is a little, like, not Zelda-y. Like, Zelda's very much a fantasy game, but I mean, I don't think there's anyone else in this game that talks like that. Verily, thou hast felt it. But it is cool. But, I don't know, maybe it shows you how, like, old and wise and crazy cool the Deku Tree is. Test thy courage. I have been cursed. Yeah, I do. I have no idea what happens if you say no, but I refuse on principle to say no whenever you're, like, prompted. You gotta be the stalwart hero. You can't just, you know, say no. Abby the fairy. All that, like, posturing and, like, you know, high-level speaking, and then he's like, press up on the C stick, the C, you know, C button. It's funny. So, I mean, like, look how imposingly large the Deku Tree is. Like, this is a very cool moment, you know? This game does an incredible job with scale. Listen to the music. And I'm still toying with oh god, I'm still toying with volume levels. Now they can now they can kind of like lurch at you, right? So you taught one way in a safe-ish environment, and now you've got an extra challenge, right? Got that Deku nut. You know I got that nut. Give me my heart back. Anyways, the tonality and scale of this game is so on par and so good. What do you want to say, Natty? Look, Dill game. I can! So obviously that's where you have to go, right? Die! There we go. Okay, so let's climb up here. We got this ladder. And this game like teaches you so much about like just the kind of puzzles they're gonna deliver you, right? Because it's like, wait, how am I gonna get down there? And, oh, a heart. That's cool. Let me try that. It gives you that feedback, right? It gives you that, like, visual and audio feedback that tells you, oh, okay, I can move this. But you'll notice that I could go higher, right? So you'll learn just by playing. And this is all just subconscious stuff, right? Like, the game isn't, like, directly telling you this, but it is, in a way, right? Because it's teaching you kind of the mechanics and kind of, like, how to be expected to solve game. Skulltulas. Skullwaltula. I didn't even know that that was called that. That's interesting. I've always just called them Skulltula. Maybe you can climb it. So, in case I mentioned that the vine texture wasn't that noticeable, Navi obviously will tell you there, right? So if you didn't know before, you know now. We got a treasure chest. So much personality, like Link climbing up on the chest because he's small. The hands. We got our map. Alright, so I'm going to go up here and see if there's anything I'm missing before I go up that wall. Yep, I know I can open a door. But I guess 1998, you didn't know how to open doors. Everybody just busts through like the Kool-Aid Man. Action icon. Oh, no. Deku Scrub. I know how to beat it, but with this... you probably have to use Navi to kind of tell you how to do this, right? Because it says Deku Scrub, it will hide in grass if you get too close to it. Bounce the nuts! Am I right, fellas? You gotta bounce that nut. So use the tree, or the Deku shield to bounce the nut back, and then he's gonna freak out. We can actually talk to him. Ah. And in case, the great thing about that game is that if you did not know that you can, you know, jump off of an edge like that, you know, it'll tell you. But you can figure it out yourself before the game will tell you, which is cool. Because it's like catering to both fans of the game, right? Like the ones that just want to explore and the ones that want to solve it for themselves. Alright, I don't even know what's over here. We got a falling platform. Woo! Another chest. Compass, perhaps? Oh, another slingshot. That's right. Alright, so our first item. Items, except for the sword and the shield, go on the C button, right? So you have to kind of choose what you want to use, because there's a ton of items in this game. Something that a game like Link to the Past does a little clunkily, right? You have to... you only have like 1 or 2 items equipped. This has 3, so it makes that really easy to kind of equip what you want. Let's put on the right C stick. I don't need to save. Alright, look at that. Navi is already flying and guiding us to the next thing, right? So it's like, what do we do? She'll tell you, but I know that you have to shoot it with the thing you just got, right? Whee! Some first-person perspective action. Oh god. I mean, this game has it all. Like, this game came out in 1998, and it just has all of these interlaying and interwoven mechanics that allow you to kind of play in such a easy to learn way. Now I can shoot these Skullwaltulas. No problem. I don't think I can get the one higher than that, but maybe I can. Let's try it. Oops. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. There we go. So what that just taught you how to do was L-target shoot people and also shoot it individually, right? Because you can't shoot that one up there without... you can't do it L-targeting, so you have to do it yourself. So I think the first time I had ever seen this game, because I didn't pick it up when it first came out. I think I actually rented it from Blockbuster the first time. Oh, regular Skulltula. Hold on, let me beat this guy's butt. Gonna spin around. Guy. I think you can shoot this guy too. Yeah. Anyways, the first time I had ever seen this game, I had a babysitter who... there's a running theme with my babysitters in my life, which they didn't really spend a lot of time babysitting me. They just played whatever video game console I had. So, they we're playing my N64, and I didn't have the game, but they brought over their copy of Ocarina of Time, and I remember sitting on like a little futon and just watching my babysitter play this game, and I thought it was really scary because at night in Hyrule Field, when the enemies would pop out of the ground, I was like, oh my god, this is horrifying. Like, why would you ever want to play this game? But obviously I got over that. But yeah, that's the first time I saw it. It was somebody else playing it, which is an interesting way to do it. Alright, our first jumpy timing challenge. There's something over here. Oh, it's a gold Skulltula. I gotta get that. Die, boy. Oh my gosh, I can't hit you. There we go. Alright, so we don't know what those do yet, but I know what they do. But I'm not going to spoil it. I'll tell you guys later. By the way, I'm going to be playing this game in chunks. This guy's freaking out. Bad boy. And I'm not going to be playing it all, obviously, in one through. That would take me all damn day. I'm not doing that. I think I'll get through the Deku Tree and get out of Kokiri Forest, and then I will save and end my video there. But we'll see. We'll see how I go. I'll have to eat lunch eventually. Go Deku Stick. Compass, I believe. Yeah. Now I can see the locations of many hidden things. Let's take a look at what I can see with the compass. I forget how this game does it. It shows you where chests are, which is really handy. Because if you ever lose something or you need to go back and find something, like, look, I missed something there. What was that? I don't know. I've got to go back and find it. And I'll have to get to the basement to get that stuff. But it's a good way to kind of like help completionists in a way. And it's not too overbearing because it doesn't give away too much. Oh, actually, let's talk about something else really quick. Breath of the Wild does this very well in that it kind of allows you to kind of use tools to kind of solve puzzles and stuff. This game doesn't outright tell you it in the same way, and Breath of the Wild doesn't either, but this game doesn't, it rewards that as well, and I think it gets understated a little bit, how well this game does that. But look, light a torch, open the door. There's a lot of puzzles like that in the overworld. That was obviously a real puzzle to do it, but man, you could have been stuck in this room forever if you didn't, like, think about the tools you had, you know? So, this game rewards exploration, you know? Alright, so should I go back and try and get that chest? I don't even know what could be in it. Probably a rupee or something. Was it on floor 2? Man, oh, how did I miss that? What was it? Alright, let's... Oh god, the skull watchers are back. Oh god. Poor Link. Alright, it was down... Oh, also I should mention the compass. If you look on the bottom right, I'm blocking it. It kind of gives your position now. So, you can know what direction you're facing. Before, it didn't do that. Alright, wait, where was it? It was on... Wait a minute. Where is it? Am I crazy? Shoot them Skulltulas. There we go. First time. Unlike last time. Ooh, gotta get the heart. Anyways, let's find out where this this chest is at. This music is spooky, but it does it's kind of ethereal in a way that is really cool, you know? Wait, where the heck is this? Am I crazy? I might be dumb, y'all. Is it where the, you know where it is? It's where the Deku scrub is. Nice. Because it's right here, right? No, I was in there. Oh, it is right there. I'm dumb. It's all this for like 20 rupees, watch. it's up the vines. Hooray! Now it is extremely dark on my side of the screen, so I might close my blinds to make it so I can see this a little bit easier. Wow! That was worth it. Alright, so we got a heart. It's okay. We're learning things. If you were little Johnny in 1998 and you saw that for the first time, you're like, oh my gosh, there's a heart hidden in places. You'd think that would be cool, right? Or if you're a 29-year-old me, you would be like, why did I go all the way back for that stupid heart? I guess I don't have to shoot the left Skulltula. I can just shoot the top one, because it's not going to get me. Oop. Oh, gotta get the money. Alright, I'm going to close those blinds. One sec. Oh yeah, so much better. Alright, now we can see everything. Obviously on the N64, that would have been very dark regardless. And, you know, it is on this, but it was just a different world. It's like with the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. It didn't have a backlit screen, so you had to kind of play with it. If you're playing at night under your bed like me, I would play with like a flashlight in my hand. And it was a nightmare, but it was what we had to do. Whee! So again, a natural progression of learning what you can kind of accomplish in this game. Deco Baba. Now, depending on where you kill the Deco Baba, if you kill him when he's up like that, he's going to drop a Deku Stick. Otherwise, he'll drop a Deku Nut, which I would like a little bit more of. Oops. Maybe there's some in these little plants right here. Give me the nut. Nope. I will take the money, though. So we have another gold Skulltula. Kill him with this. It's a little high for your sword, if I'm not mistaken. You might be able to jump and do that, but yeah. Although I'm forgetting how you get that. You might have to jump from the top off there. Alright, anyways, let's do this. We're going to grab up here. Drop this little, this guy. That should be another heart. Yep. Alright. I might be able to reach that from here, actually. Whee! Got it. Alright, so you can't get up here yet. So it's like, where are you supposed to go? What are you supposed to do? You know, you're searching around, you're thinking about what you're supposed to be doing. Because you can't make this jump, you know? But this is a safe environment. You're allowed to explore like this and not worry like this, you know? But now, remember, I just learned like 3 minutes ago, or however long that was, that I can burn things. I got sticks that I can use to burn things. And I just witnessed that that cobweb burn up. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe I can use this guy. Go over here, but look. You're learning things about the physics of the game. Water and fire do not mix, right? So Breath of the Wild does this extremely flawlessly as well. You're learning about, you know, the kind of the systems that the game has in place, but it cannot be overstated that this game started at all, you know? Like, they have these mechanics that work so well, so you kind of have to jump on the, you know, the area where you can stand, and then you can make it, right? Again, you're learning the mechanics of the game just by playing, just by witnessing it and playing it. That's great game design. Another DQ scrub. We know how to beat this guy. Gotcha. Come here, bro. I think he tells you the secret of the, yeah, you gotta do it like 3, 2, 1 or whatever it is. 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Okay. Maybe a little bit. Alright, so we're in another room where it's like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? But I don't know what it is with eyeballs. Oh, I just picked up some Deku seeds from my slingshot. Eyeballs. For some reason, like in Zelda games, this just sticks out. And maybe it's a holdover from Link to the Past or prior Zelda games, but You always got to shoot things in the eye, you know? Like, that's what I always think of. Shoot stuff in the eyeball. That's how you solve it. Also, you have to consider what tools you have, right? If I go to my inventory, I only have 3 things right now. I think I have Deku Seeds, which are nearly entirely useless in this game, granted. But Deku Seeds, Deku Nut, Deku Stick. Ooh, more peril. After you get into the water, you hold down A, you can dive. Yeah, so teaching water stuff without much peril. But look, she told us herself there's interesting stuff down here. Now I don't see anything except for the button. So, dive, hit the button. It lowers the water level. We have a timer, okay? This is another strategy that game designers will put in the game to kind of make sure you understand how to do a mechanic, right? They're timing you. Although, let's see how this... Oh, I can jump and make this. They time you to kind of make sure you understand, like, you got to do this quickly, right? It's not about just doing something now. It's doing something in a limited amount of time. Which is just a way to teach mastery, you know? Yep, there you go. Navi always here to help you. And a large reason Navi is here is because this is a huge game, you know? And 1998, you got to think back, like, we didn't know a lot about these kind of interactions between 3D objects, you know? It seems archaic now. Also, I don't know why, but I have this, like, gritty border around me. Maybe it's my lighting. I'm not really sure. I'm still learning things, you guys, about the whole recording process. What makes sense, what doesn't make sense. There we go. Like some people might not even enjoy my logos and stuff over there. I totally get it. But I worked so damn hard on that 3D model for my logo. I had to put it up there. I had to. You have to endure it for my sake, okay? So another little puzzle involving fire. We know how to do this one. Easy. Interesting that the you'll notice the plants grow back. That's because your player could theoretically run out of supplies, right? That's just a way to keep your player always always stocked. You know, the Deku Baba's right here to give you the stick, and then, you know, you can just infinitely do that, right? Just a nice way to keep your player not feeling like they're running out of resources, especially in the first dungeon, right? Like, they're still exploring, they're still figuring out the game. So, it's a great way to kind of make your player feel more valued. Alright, now this is an interesting fight, because it's like... You're exploring, you can hear this music, and it's like, wait, what? These guys are chilling on the wall. I don't know if you guys saw that, but, you could hear and see, like, little rocks falling from the sky. So if you looked up, you could have seen them chilling up there, but I was busy running around. And again, the puzzles are not super challenging here, you know? They're just testing basic knowledge that we've already learned. There we go. Now I forget which way is the, you know, right way. Video game 101. You always explore the places that doesn't take you to an enemy so that you can get all the treasure and stuff. Although I think there's nothing here. I think it's just a Deku Baba. Into the hole. All things we learned in the safety of Kokiri Forest, right? Going into holes. Using weapons. Great tutorial level, great tutorial dungeon. Give me the net. So, we have an interesting little situation right here. Which is, I know from prior experience that if I jump on this, it will, you know, go down. But, I mean, there's nowhere to go, right? There's nowhere I can get up high to cause that same reaction to happen, you know? I can try that, but... It's just not high enough. So it's like, how are you supposed to do this, you know? And again, we've just learned like 10 times in a row how to use fire, right? So hold on, let me push this block so I can get back up just in case I fall. Nice little checkpoint. But it's like, wait, how am I supposed to get up here? I can't get the fire. These are too high, you'll note, right? So the game makes you push that block down so that you can go back to here. Same place we did it before, right? Now I can make this jump. But it's like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? How do I do this? Well, there's only so many buttons you can do, right? If I press B, it takes out my sword. If I press A when I'm running, I can roll. So maybe if when I'm rolling with the fire stick, I can do it. And I'll tell you right now that is exactly what you're supposed to do. But again, all I'm doing right now, you guys, is just telling you the thought process of the design behind this game, you know? Always save your Deku sticks. Put them away. Whee! Da-da-da, let's get that heart just in case things go dour. There we go. Alright, so we got Deku's right here. Remember what he said? 23 is number 1. That's just the order you gotta beat him in. 23. Is number 1. Oh, they're all like this now. I don't know why that was like that. So you go 20. Wait, did I do it right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Whoops. I thought he had done it. Now I can talk to this dude. How did you know? You were sold out, sucker. It's so annoying. Queen Goma. Sniveling little Deku scrubs. And I like that they maintain that kind of like snivelly attitude going forward in this game, series rather. The Deku scrubs in Majora's Mask are a little sniveling as well. Alright, we got Queen Goma coming up, our first boss battle. Now again, this game is all about layers upon layers of teaching you things, right? If you just walk in right here, you're not going to notice anything funny. Nothing at all. Just a spooky little corridor. Except for the door. But you can hear that noise, right? Super dark. It's like, wait, where am I going? But then, you look up. Great reveal right there. The parasite. Forget what you do. Shoot it with the eye. There we go. Oops, I'm not close enough. Slice them up. Now, Navi would tell you if you pressed up on the D-pad. Told you how to do it. You don't need her, though. You know, you don't have to engage with her if you don't want to. All targeting to make sure you always know where the enemy is. I can shoot it from here. Yep. Damn, I'm cool. Easy money. Get out of the Deku tree. Stop being a causing a ruckus. Now, if I were a real good video game player, I would be trying to do the 3-heart challenge. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just playing the game for fun. I'm not really interested in challenging myself in that way, although I do... there are moments where I totally understand that, you know? Like, I've definitely played games to challenge me like that. But this case, this is not one of them. This is just me experiencing the game for what it is. Alright, we made it out. Oh yeah. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. It's just a little too much. But you know, it's still spooky and cool. We all know who that is. but I mean, I cannot stress enough the tonality. Like, this is a very, very cool visual. Like, Ganondorf riding on his crazy-looking horse through, like, a wall of fire. And I like this game, I like that this game, like, it throws all of this super high-level fantasy type of, like, storytelling, right? It's like the sacred realm, the Triforce, essence of the gods. Like, it's so, like, up here. And this is the first hour of the game, you know? Like, this is not, it doesn't coddle you through the story. And I kind of appreciate that. I always love this song. It's, like, so beautiful. I actually, I'm wearing a shirt from the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddess, which was a traveling orchestral rendition of, like, many of the Zelda themes from a ton of the different games. I teared up when this song kind of started playing, because it was the first part of the Ocarina of Time orchestral suite, you know? And it was just, like, it was so beautiful. Like, it was just... I mean, I'm almost tearing up just thinking about it. Like, this is really cool, like creation of the world, like, fantasy storytelling stuff. It's so, like, it takes itself so seriously, you know? Link to the Past does this too, with its, like, opening, not narration, but, you know, it's like opening title screens. All life forms which would uphold the law. Like, man, it's cool as hell. It's like golden trophy-looking goddesses. Man, the music. My God. I mean, I literally just got goosebumps. Oh my God, it hits me so hard. I'm tingly. Okay. So good. I'll try my best. The death curse. Doomed before you started. Man. I mean, like, dude, like, there's some, like, heavy death going on in the beginning of this game. Like, this ancient tree you just kind of, like, scoured through. Link just chilling. He's like, whatever. The Princess of Destiny. Oh my God, it's so cool. Alright, we got our first MacGuffin. If I were a girl, I would have earrings of these things. I suppose I could, still, there's nothing stopping me, but the thought of piercing my ear sounds like a nightmare. Kiri's Emerald. Thou art courageous. The text slows down. God. Goodbye. The death of the Deku tree. Very sad. Notice the autumn leaves falling down. The adventure begins. Oh, I'm getting chills, like, even reading that text. You know, like, this game is so full of, it's the definition of adventure. Like, my God, Mido has to talk to you. What'd you do? Did he die? Mido full of himself. Obviously, like, it's like, wait, can Link just explain that to him? Like, I didn't kill him, but, you know, Link is the voiceless protagonist, you know? Now, I didn't enter 90% of these buildings in this in Kokiri Forest. I know what's in them. It's just NPCs to talk to. But, again, you would discover all of this just by playing the intro and finding it yourself. To the castle? Where's the castle? Yeah, like, they're all concerned. Man, so good. Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. Like, it's just, it scares you a little bit, right? Like, the player, it's like, wait, I'm a Kokiri. As far as you know. But, I don't know, it's just... Yep, let's get going. Now, I didn't go up to the Lost Woods at all. You could have found the Lost Woods by exploring up there, though. Oh, sorry, it's just appearing out of nowhere. Oh, you're leaving. Link's first true love. The first one. Someday, Dill game. And right here, Saria is implying that, you know, you're not a Kokiri. You're meant to be something greater. And the beginning of the game implies this because it's like, oh, the boy with no fairy. It's like, why doesn't he have a fairy? You know, there's something different about him. Be friends forever, Saria, for sure. All right. Da 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 da. Just stare at this ocarina. Oh, that's pretty cool, Saria. Thank you. And like this game has such a it has so much to do with like music, right? Like it's the Ocarina of Time. Obviously, like play it all the time. This is not the Ocarina of Time, but you play all this different notes. It just felt so large and so like endless of content. You know, like. I could just open up the ocarina and start playing it. I like that Link just like dips out right here. He's like, bye. I think this might be a good point to stop. Because it is about an hour. And there's a ton in this game to do. So, I mean, if I'm breaking it down like hour chunks, dungeons take an hour-ish. There's 8 plus 3, 11. So, I mean, I'm probably looking at like a 15-hour long series for this game, which is totally fine. So I'm going to save. Before I get to Kaepora Gaebora, how do you say his name? Again, they didn't tell you these things. They never really tell you. All right, so I'm going to save. Oops. You got to press B to save. Would I like to save? Yes. So, yeah, that's Ocarina of Time. We're not done with it. I'm going to play through this entire game in chunks. And, man, I can't wait to get started. I mean, I have started, but I can't wait to get farther into this game because, oh my gosh, I wish I could just take like a microscope camera and point it at my legs or like my arms and so you could just be like, ooh, there's Cody's goosebumps. There they are. This game is so damn good. Okay. I will catch you guys next time. We'll continue right here. We'll talk to the owl. We'll head over to Hyrule Castle. Go meet the Princess of Destiny. And see what this game truly has to offer. And it's perfect timing because the song's about to end. I think we'll just soak this in. And fade to black. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, I just want to talk really quickly about Patreon. I am on Patreon, and full disclosure, I'm a little uncomfortable asking and even talking about this, but what Patreon is a subscription service that you basically pay money towards creators you like. Now, I'm just starting out, so I do not want you to feel obligated to do this, but I will say that any amount of money that I receive will allow me to have access to more professional editing tools like my OpenShot editing software is okay. It gets the job done, but I'm used to the Adobe ecosystem a little bit more, and I would very much like to subscribe back to the Adobe suite, but it is a little costly, even though I am a student, so I will get a discount on that, thankfully. But I wanted to put this out here because this will truly help my workflow a lot more and make things go a lot more quicker for me. And I cannot overstate how helpful that will be, considering how few hours we have during the day. Now, again, do not feel obligated. This is only something extra. Like if you feel like you can spare it, I want to be able to create stuff in the future that people feel like they want to contribute to, not necessarily obligated to, okay? So anyways, I just want to do this really quickly, and also I have a couple Patreon subscribers now that I need to shout out, and here they are. These two are dear friends of mine, full disclosure. So do not feel like you need to be on the echelon that they're at, but I'll be making videos with them soon, so maybe that will inspire you to join me on this adventure and perhaps donate to my Patreon. But anyways, you guys, thank you for checking out this video. I'll be recording more Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time throughout the weeks. It's going to take me a while to finish this game because it is a long game, but I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.